Who would have thought I'd be making a video about how to buy a box of ammunition? Boy, has the price has gone up, and boy, is it hard to get ammunition. We'll talk about a few things in this video. As you know, I'm Calm, Cool, Collective. I'm going to talk about the Alex Jones interview also, what he did with Piers Morgan on CNN. I'm going to give you my 2 cents on that, because we need good ambassadors representing the gun community right now. And ammunition is extremely difficult to come by right now, and it's not going to get any better. I made a lot of phone calls today to prepare for this video, and I can give you just my 2 cents on what I think everyone should do right now as far as getting ammunition, and we'll talk about a few different calibers, and we'll even talk about some magazines and what you might want to do. But let's talk about it. Let's be calm, cool, collective, and we just have to, like I've said in the past, if you come to a stop sign on the road, you stop, you look around, coast is clear, you move forward. You don't just sit there. So, or you come to a speed bump, you slow down, you go over it. Well, we got some speed bumps right now, and we got some stop signs we got to stop at and deal with it, and then move forward. We don't just sit there. So let's be optimistic and move forward. We got the NRA, they're meeting with this task force at the White House, and they'll be meeting with them regularly, and that's our best bet. But let's talk about ammunition specifically in this video and what I think you should do on how to obtain it right now. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. All right, let's first of all talk about prices of ammunition. Then we'll talk about availability. I know some people who have been in the gun business for 30, 40 years, their whole life. They're experts. They've been selling guns and ammunition for a long time. And I've spoken to them, along with other people. And in December, around the 15th or so, it was right after the school shooting, I spoke to someone and I said, well, is this going to cause ammunition prices to go up? And he says, Tom, on January 1st, whether the shooting took place or not, ammunition prices are going up somewhere between 15 and 20%, no matter what, whether that shooting took place or not. It's kind of like postage stamps go up every January. It's called inflation, and it's also called gouging, probably. But that, on top of the school shooting, now we got a supply and demand issue in which we have 100 million gun owners approximately in America in a frenzy to get everything they can get their hands on related to guns and accessories, which is driving up prices. A friend of mine who builds ARs from scratch, the price has doubled for him in the past 2 weeks. And as I'm making this video, the prices are going up. Now, let's get to the point of the video on how to get ammunition right now, because if you go to your local gun shop, which I always say, you know, try them first. Especially in my previous video, I said when you're buying guns, go to your local gun shop, and I'm always going to say that for guns. When it comes to ammunition and magazines and accessories, I say you got to go online. And it's just kind of like eBay. If you see something and it's available and you want it, buy it now, you buy it. If you got the money, of course. I'm not trying to spend anybody's money. I'm just trying to tell you, well, this is what we're dealing with. This is the deck of cards we have, and this is the hand we're holding, and this is what we got to deal with. All right, so the internet is really your best option to get ammunition, especially at bulk. And I checked a number of different websites prior to making this video, and over the last couple of days, and by the hour they change as far as in stock or back orderable. For instance, if you go to Cabela's, a respectable name, and you go to their website and it says back orderable, by the way, don't even waste your time thinking you can get 223 ammo and it's going to just automatically put you on a list and you're going to get it in 2-3 weeks. By the time you go to check out, you're going to find out we're not going to let you check out because we don't have it. You got 100 million gun owners trying to buy ammunition all at once, and some people have a lot of money and they're scooping it up by the thousands. So I was told by a local gun range today, he says, yeah, we're limiting people to, and we want people to have time on our range. I mean, that's why we're in business, but we got to limit people to 223 ammo, to 5 boxes, and $1 a round. 223 ammo, so it's very expensive. I wish I could tell you there's a way to get the prices down or something. There's no way to get it down. But how do you buy it? You got to go online, and this is what he says. He goes, I said, what do I tell my audience? They should check every day? He goes, no, they got to check every 10 minutes. And you got to get a list of all the websites that you think has them in stock. I'm not going to tell you which website to go to. We know about Gun Broker. We know about Guns America. We know about Cheaper Than Dirt, whether you like Cheaper Than Dirt or not, because they took their guns off their site. I will say that as of an hour ago, they had the best stock. They had a lot of stuff in stock, which surprised me. They actually had a lot of 223 ammo. Now, by the time I'm making this video, it might be gone, because what they do is they might get, say, 10,000 boxes of 223 ammo, and it goes into their computer system, and then people buy it, and then as soon as that last box is sold, it says out of stock, and it's just gone. You actually have to check everything as far as online ammunition stores if you're serious, every 15-20 minutes to look for what you want. Even 45 ammo, the prices are skyrocketed, and I'm seeing 9mm and 40, and it's all back order, back order, back order. If it's back order, just go to another site. Try to find one that's in stock. Also, Walmart, find out the day they get their delivery. If there's a Walmart in your area that sells ammunition, find out when their delivery comes in. It's, you know, it's kind of like waiting in line like for a concert ticket or something. You got to get there. When that truck comes in, you got to know the guy who's selling in the sporting goods department and tell him, listen, I want first dibs at the ammo. It's that serious right now, because you also want to buy ammo now because there's potential laws they're talking about where you can't just buy it without some sort of a background check like it is with guns. I know that's where they're going with this, the gun grabbers. They're going to make it so difficult for us to have ammunition, guns, magazines, anything related to owning a firearm. They're going to make it so difficult. So now is the time, and that's why there's such a frenzy. And I'm not trying to create more of a frenzy, but that's why there's such a frenzy. So the bottom line is, the internet is the answer for getting ammunition. I know I want you to support your local gun shop, but local gun shops are telling me, tell your audience to get online, and if you see it, if they got the credit card ready, to just buy it. So, and if you can buy it in bulk, buy it in bulk. Especially, we're talking about AR and AK ammo. And there's a lot of different types of rifle ammo that you may want to buy in bulk. 308s, who knows what they're going to do. 6.8, you want to buy that stuff in bulk. If you can afford it. I think now is the time to put your money towards accessories like magazines and ammo, especially ammunition. Especially ammunition. So, I'm sorry, but the best answer I can give you is search online. There are places online that has ammunition in stock, and they'll ship it to you. If you see it's back orderable, just go to another site. Just keep searching and searching and searching, and then every day, every few hours, it changes. It's that serious now. You're not going to find 223 ammo 3 months from now, I don't think. You're not going to find AK ammo. I think it's going to be possibly banned. Okay, we got the NRA to help us, like I said, and let's try to just pull together. I want to talk right now about what Alex Jones did on CNN recently in an interview with the schmuck Piers Morgan. I'll agree with everything Alex Jones said, but I must say I can't stand his delivery. He came across as almost, I'm going to use the word, a lunatic. I mean, you don't scream and yell when we're trying to act like we're level-headed people who deserve our rights and our Second Amendment rights. You don't scream and yell and go into a rant like he did. So whether you like Alex Jones or not, that's your business. Don't jump. You can't jump on me for what he did. I actually think he helped the gun grabbers with acting like someone who's just like losing control. Like I said, I agree with what he said, Alex Jones, but his delivery was horrible. I think I would have done a much, much better job as being diplomatic and putting Pierce Morgan into his place and making him feel like a little peanut. And by the way, I wanted to throw this in. You know, we got the movie theater shooting, what started this whole mess. And now today, at the timing of this video, the police came out and said they didn't do a blood test on him afterwards because they just felt like he wasn't on any type of drug. What's that all about? What is that all about? You just shoot 70 people and they don't do a drug test on him? I just don't trust what's going on here in the big scheme of things. Why do we need rounds of 30 or more? A lot of people are saying that, the anti-gun people. I tell you, I just went to Surefire, by the way. I just started this for magazines, and I just bought three more 60-round 5.56 223 magazines, and I have a few. They work well. I'll talk about that another time. They work well. Every now and then you get a malfunction, big deal. But they're good magazines. They're expensive. They're $130 each, but you can get 60-round AR magazines on Surefire, and you'll have them in 6 weeks. But why do you need them? There's a restaurant I go to regularly here in Boca Raton, and it's an Italian restaurant, and just last night, sad story, 4 gunmen walk in, break in through the back door into this plush, nice restaurant in Boca, really nice, robbed everyone, stole all their jewelry, the purses, the men's wallets, they took all their cash, they took all the money from the safe in the restaurant, they took everything, and then they're leaving the back door, and not for the heck of it, they shot the manager of the restaurant dead. The guy in his 40s, one of a very well-liked person. Why do we need guns that have more than 10 rounds? Well, you got 4 people coming at you with guns pointed at your head. 10 rounds is not enough to take out 4 guys at once. You got to take cover, and then we're living in a crazy world. Gosh, so now I'm going on a little bit here in a different direction. How do you get ammunition? Search online every 10, 15 minutes if you're adamant about having what you want. And at the timing of this video, whether you like Cheaper Than Dirt or not, they do have the most in stock. All right, I have a lot to talk about. I'll be coming at you regularly. Thank you, and I think the reason why this channel is doing so well is because we are a respectable channel, we're a family channel, and I think all of you with your comments make us look like a level-headed group of people, which we are. It's very important that people who talk about guns and ammunition do not use any type of language, vulgar language, or do anything silly to make us look bad, like what Alex Jones did, coming out on a crazy rant. There's no more ranting on the internet. I never done it, of course, you've known that. I mean, the worst thing I've ever said was boogeyman, possibly. But I just want to thank everyone. I guess that's what I'm trying to do. I want to thank everyone for making this a family channel, a level-headed gun channel, and I always have to put the link to the NRA below. I'm trying to move up in the ranks, by the way, so please help me out. If you're going to join the NRA, which I assume you're a member, if not, you shouldn't even kind of be like owning a gun or be concerned about this stuff. It's kind of like not voting and saying, oh, darn, my candidate didn't win. So I'd like you to please join through my link, and it is below. It's only 25 bucks, normally 35. Save the $10. Thank you so much. Go online every 10, 15 minutes. Buy it now if it's in stock. Check it out.